We're pleased to welcome Clifton Carroll, Executive Director of the Skills Foundation. Clifton, good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. So, saw you last night. Hadn't really talked about that. The Harrison County Republican Club had an event where they recognized former Governor Haley Barbour for his leadership in the post-Katrina period. He was the governor at the time. He spoke well over an hour, and it's amazing that he can recall all that information and stand at the podium and speak. It's about a wide variety of aspects of that. And, I mean, he's a treasure in that he's got all that experience and all that perspective, and it's stored up in his head. So he was good enough to come address the group. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was great. Anytime you get to hear from Governor Barbour, it's always just a treat. But, yeah, I mean, you're exactly right. I mean, just, you know, the amount of information and context that he has in his head, it really is fascinating. And, I mean, being down on the coast and enjoying all the incredible stuff they have down there, and then looking at the pictures and hearing the stories of what it was, you know, and on, you know, when everybody woke up on August 30, 2005 and seeing the destruction. And his leadership and the leadership of others around Mississippi really have just turned it into an opportunity to build back better. And
yeah,
that's what we've seen.
Yeah, absolutely. And he pointed that out countless times. And what was really fascinating was hearing him talk about him being approached by people in other parts of the country, such as Barney Frank. I mean, I didn't know that. That was fascinating. I mean, it's probably very little policy that Haley Barbour and Barney Frank agree on, but he was very supportive of Mississippi. And Haley made the point, you know, we realize we're all Americans and all this thing together in our serious time of need here in Mississippi. Certainly, that was the most challenging time. That was fascinating hearing that.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, I think one of the best things that he said, you know, was the line from his mom. You know, crises don't create character, they reveal it.
Yeah.
And that really revealed the character of Mississippi, and it, you know, it was the type of character that the rest of the country could rally around, where you do see these people who are staunchly opposed to each other on policy, but who are coming together to support the people who have had their entire lives turned upside down.
Kudos to Harrison County Republican Club for organizing the event, having the former governor come in, and many of our statewide leaders as well. That was really a great event, great venue, and it's hard to believe it's been 20 years. But
it's crazy.
We could say we saw Mississippi in its finest hour, honestly. And that's the point that the governor made over and over and over again, was just the responsiveness, the resilience, and the community unity of Mississippians was on full display, and he made a good point of that. So,
absolutely.
All right, tell the folks about the Skills Foundation, exactly what you guys do. Let's start with there.
Yeah, so, you know, Skills Foundation, we're a nonprofit based in Jackson, and our mission is to increase Mississippi's skilled workforce. You know, the mission was important when the foundation was started, and it's even more important now. When you look at the economic development success the state is having, you know, the record economic development investments that we're seeing, thanks to Governor Reeves and Bill Cork and the team at MDA, we have so much opportunity, but we also have needs to get more people into the right jobs, the right careers that correspond with these high-paying opportunities that we have more and more across the state. And so, you know, fields like construction, manufacturing, the energy sector, information technology, healthcare, you know, we have so many great jobs in Mississippi that pay really well, that offer benefits, and really can give people a path to a lifetime of success. And, you know, part of the problem is that a lot of people just don't know about them, or they don't know how to get to them. And so our entire mission is to help educate people and get people on the right track where they are able to go and obtain those good jobs, because that's good for them because they're making money. It's good for their communities because they're able to support their families and you know, contribute to the local economy. And it's great for Mississippi because it means that we can continue to achieve, you know, our economic potential, you know, filling jobs, attracting more jobs, and it just benefits the whole system.
All right, so tell us about this signing bonus contest, so to speak, you guys got going on.
Yeah, so we were really excited about it this year. We started this a couple years ago, and you know, thankfully it's basically doubled every year since. But basically, like, you know, we want to celebrate and highlight the students who have decided to go into one of these routes that we're talking about. So, when a high school senior says, I'm going to go play football at Jackson State, or I'm going to go play football at Ole Miss, and they have their little sign-in deal, and it's fun. It's a celebration of that decision. We feel like the folks who are going into these high-demand, high-paying careers that have kind of this awareness issue, they deserve to be highlighted. They deserve to be celebrated. And so we'll, pick a few schools. They'll tell us what they're going into, why they want to go into it, and we'll pick a few people and award them a signing bonus. And this money effectively goes to things like transportation, books, equipment, whatever somebody may need to really get started into their career or career training.
$1,000, right?
$1,000, that's right.
And you're giving out 29.
This year we gave out 29 across 7 schools to 29 students.
Okay.
And so, last year it was 15. Year before it was around 8.
Okay.
So we're excited. We hope to see this continue to grow because we think it's a great way to really encourage more people to follow in the footsteps of the people we're highlighting.
Skills that pay. That's the name of the program.
That's
right?
exactly right.
Yeah, that's cool. What sort of reaction do you get from the students when they find out they've received this bonus?
It's excitement. It is sometimes met with a little skepticism. Hold up a second. This seems a little too good to be true.
Yeah, what strings are attached
what
here,
are the
right?
strings attached? But once they, really understand, like, hey, this is a real thing that we're trying to help y'all. We're trying to raise the profile of what y'all are doing. They really get excited, and even more rewarding for me is seeing the parents get so excited, their siblings, their friends, supporting them, helping to celebrate what they're doing. And so, as we've gone, through these, we continue to grow the ceremonies themselves as well. And it's just been a really awesome thing seeing, members of the community, members of the education community coming around and supporting all of these students who are making these decisions.
Yeah. What sort of skills are you guys focused on with respect to just enhancing, improving the overall skill sets of our people?
Right. So, we kind of focus on sectors, but within those, so like construction, for instance, like, HVAC, carpentry, welding, plumbing, like these are things that we know can pay really well, and we need a ton of them. We have massive construction operations going on across Mississippi. Even excluding, the Amazon and Compass data centers. But when you add those in, we're looking at, a need of 100,000 construction workers across the state.
Wow.
And then, another big one, diesel technology. On the other side, so for any industry to run, you got to have trucks and you got to have equipment.
Yeah.
And to have that, you got to have people to service them. And those are great jobs. A lot of them start out paying $70,000 a year or more.
Wow.
And so, that's another example.
Yeah.
And then, getting down to like utility linemen. Those are great paying jobs. And in Mississippi, we are no stranger to storms. And, your power gets knocked out, the next day it's back on. It's because these guys are the ones doing it.
No doubt.
So, just kind of focusing on those key industry sectors in Mississippi that are kind of critical to our continued economic growth.
To what extent, Clifton, do you work with employers on making sure that you're aligning the skills and the training with their needs?
Yeah, so we try to stay in constant communication with employers. We try to get direction from employers because, at the end of the day, they're the ones who are hiring these people. They're the ones who have the needs that we're trying to meet. And so, it's critical to have those conversations and to have that dialogue. And one thing that I think has really kind of made that easier, improved it, the creation of Accelerate Mississippi and its continued success that it's had, just, basically let's figure this all out, from one kind of perspective, and then let's all go out and execute on this mission.
Yeah.
And so being able to bring in, private partners is critical to that mission.
Well, companies that are looking to expand into the area or existing companies that are looking at making additional investments, maybe expanding product or service lines, they rely on a ample supply of skilled labor. And so this is a big asset the state has to help boost economic growth.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We love to all talk about these new businesses coming in. And it is exciting. But the reality is we do have a lot of people who have set up shop here and have been here a while, and they want to continue to grow.
And that's absolutely right. $1,000 for those lucky high schoolers, 29 of them this year.
That's right.
Probably go up next year, right?
That's what we're hoping to. So
Great
we're
program.
excited.
Thanks, Clifton. Great program.
Thank you, Gerard.
Clifton Carroll, Executive Director of the Skills Foundation, has been our guest. We're coming right back after the break in the Element Wealth Studio.